morning. This morning I'm going to begin with announcements and prayer requests. If you have anything to add, please do so in the Facebook comments. Thanks. Here are the announcements I have. The Finance Committee reminds us that expenses continue during the pandemic. Please put your check in the mail or send one via online banking. Other options are in the works. We're planning special online services for Palm Sunday and Easter. And thirdly, Zoom is available for your group get-together or committee meeting. Contact me directly or through the church office to make arrangements. We can do a limited time and up to 100 people, so there you go. Prayer requests. As many of you know, Gordon Smith fell earlier this past week. It was his very fall. He was hospitalized for a day or two, and now he's home, recovering, doing well, and Joan is making face masks. Greg Newby sees an oncologist on Thursday morning about recently diagnosed cancer in his scapular spine. Andrea Suttle's grandmother is ill at home. She does not have the coronavirus. Will you join me in prayer? God, our Maker, we turn to you this morning and ask that you make us aware of your love and your peace and your power. We pray for those who are gathered this morning. We pray especially for Gordon and Joan, for Andrea and her family, and for Greg and Rhonda. We pray for those all over our nation and our world who are scared. Reach out to them with your love and your light. Amen. So this morning, as I did last week, I'm aiming to find a balance between recognizing that we're in a crazy, unpredictable situation and also keeping things sort of normal. First, the crazy part. So currently in Sedgwick County, Kansas, we are under a stay-at-home order until at least April 23rd. That's what we're coping with. The other day, I posted a meme on the church's Facebook page that listed 6 daily quarantine questions. I'm going to go through each of them and talk about my answers to the questions, and I will also ask about yours, and feel free to post your answers in the comments. So number 1, what am I grateful for today? I'm grateful for Michael and Rosemary and Michelle and Dan Schuster's equipment that supplement Michael's. So many people are stepping up. It's a joy. I'm grateful for grocery delivery. I bought food from Dylan's this past week, and a helpful person gathered up my groceries and left them on the porch for me. I'm grateful for technology and that I have enough experience with it to make it work in new ways. And I am grateful that God is faithful. What are you grateful for? Number 2, who am I checking in on or connecting with today? Well, today I'm connecting with all of you all. Earlier last week, I talked with a friend of mine who lives on the southern Oregon coast. Haven't talked to her since August, and we chatted for more than an hour. Also last week, my son called me from Indiana, just as his family were sitting down for dinner. While I was on the phone with my family, I heard 3 of my 4 grandchildren play music. Josiah, 10, played an instrument he had made out of plastic tubes. His mother called it a blessing. I'm not so sure. Naomi, 14, played a tune on a recorder. Olivia, 16, played 3 notes on her trombone before she was overcome by giggles. Yesterday, I Zoomed with 3 friends, 1 in Indiana and 2 in Michigan. Who are you checking in on or connecting with today? Number 3, what expectations of normal am I letting go of today? Today, in front of me seems almost like the new normal. But I think one of the hardest things to do is let go of hugs. When someone is having a hard time or when they want to show appreciation, a hug or a pat on the back conveys something that is harder to do at a distance. I let that go now with a sense of loss. What expectations of normal are you letting go of today? Number 4, how am I getting outside today? Well, that's easy. I walk to the church from my house and I walk back. It's not even a half a block. Later, I may have a picnic lunch on the table outside the East Ward here. And several times in the past few weeks, some of the Wines, 2 households of whom live very close, have texted me to invite me to go walking with them in the evening around the block and onto the university campus. And I am grateful for that too. The other day, we walked over to see the lighting of the steeple on campus with a background of a beautiful sunset. How are you getting outside today? 5, how am I moving my body today? Well, this doesn't look very moving, but I put a lot of energy doing this, so there you go.